The capturing of Prime Minister Simon Ekpa was not possible. Hey, nah. Cheba gisi kwandi zuwa. Cheba ndi zuwatch. Why are we going to start laughing at them? Because I don't understand this constant wanting to try their possible best, yet it keeps failing. A constant, capture of Prime Minister Ekpa. Makane dego na ukwo segene na otu nzuzo abụla ife a na-echekwa onye ọbụla ma ife kwesịrị ịghọta ife a dịka nke a na-agwa gị dịka nke a na-ekwu maka na gịnị eze a na-ayọ eze ọ na-consider I must tell you these things the way it should be. And by so, you all should understand that no negativity should be allowed around Biafra land. And the very big reason is because if we continue to accept what shouldn't be accepted for no reason, we would play victims of our own show. And that is what remarkably may go wrong. With the fact that each time we try to portray ourselves without being disrespected, the zoo will always misunderstand us. That is why I'm giving everybody the benefit of doubt. That word for word, piece by piece, Biafrans are winning. It all depends. Now, ask me, why has the zoo refused to give up? Ask me one reason why the zoo has continued to do that which they claim that they want to be doing to the people of Biafra, to the race of the Biafran people. Why constantly degrading themselves across the globe, knowing fully well that those they try to fight, they can never win them. It's a very simple thing, you may say, but at the same time, we must calculate these benefits and understand the synonyms of what it has given. This will help guide us towards the right path of justice, towards the right path of victory. I keep saying these things, that the earlier we understand that this whole truth truly matters, we may end up dividing this role. And by dividing this role, we may end up in a shackle of what we never expected. If I now forget again, maybe so let's hold ourselves in every possible way that we can, because Simon Ekpa's victory has really brought more courage to the Biafran soldiers. They cannot. If you think we are joking, you are joking with yourself. Hey, again na abatagon cancer abata, and I'm cancer as the message that is reaching us now is very, very massive. Hey, Biafrans, definitely, for our victory has come to stay. Zuroshi, also gonna wear more winner. I cannot, so Fukane, where I didn't know. Now, the Biafran community has really achieved a lot. So far, so good. And I can be very honest with you that this achievement is really giving the zoo a sleepless night. One of the most important thing I'm going to share with you guys today is that we have been labeled with so much victories that even our victories now has a big wave concerning what we have. Now, I made a video and I told you that what is it called? The Finnish presidential jet has just arrived to Biafra land, and this is just the beginning of what it is. But let me come into contact with this because if a man had like wow na-ekwu okwu onye ọzọ achọrọ ịkọwara gị na ife ị na-ekwu na ịmala ife ị na-ekwu mana kedu nke bụ eziokwu ọ nke anyị kwulu ka nke ekwulu bụ eziokwu. We need to find out this certainty. That's what makes us what we are today. It has gotten to our very own notice that the coming of this jet into the Biafran airspace is to warn the zoo again, and again and again. Because stories have had it that most times as we continue to try to convince ourselves that these enemies who have now become bigotries in one way or the other have now had a taste of their own medicine. And so be it. I hope someone gets convinced over all this meticulous pride, whatever the case may be. We have been shown so much along the line, along the genesis of the treaty, and what can be productive in our chase of freedom. This is why I keep saying it, that leave Simon about where he is. He knows what he's doing. This guy Magadifo Neme, he understands what he does. It is not matchmaking or whatever you're going to call it. This dude understands everything the zoo is running away from. And that is why without disrespect, with no disrespect, without convincing ourselves, with our little minds, I must tell you this whole truth. That word for word, we are finally coming to that very point where we say Biafra restoration is now the biggest attribute. So the zoo understands this and they are doing whatever they can do to stop it. So the arrival of the jets alone has really sent cold to Asorok. And that's where their problem starts from. We begged them this thing peacefully. When we came out, and we told them that this thing that you are doing, eventually you're going to shoot yourselves in the leg. Because at the end of the day, who's going to lose? It is still you. You get the point? It is still you that will lose it. So whatever the case may be, we must understand that this very articulation or whatever they call it cannot convince Biafrans into submitting what belongs to them. And that's where the message gets clear. That words have become lies. And lies have taken over our words. But we must stand still to tell the world who we are. Celebrate.